There are two voices inside you right now. One is loud, urgent, anxious. It sounds like it's trying to protect you. The other one is quiet, calm, certain. And that's the voice that's really leading you to the right path. That quiet voice is the most intelligent part of you. Your intuition is screaming at you right now. It's been trying to get your attention for weeks, maybe months, maybe years. But you cannot hear it because you've been taught to ignore it, override it, and replace it with everyone else's voice. But this video is the sign that you don't have to ignore it anymore. Today, we're going to explore what intuition really is, how to recognize it, and most importantly, how to distinguish it from fear so you can trust yourself completely and never have to second guess yourself again. Hello, I'm Yang. I help you quiet the overthinking, trust your intuition to align within so you can expand beyond what you thought possible. So, what is intuition really is? Intuition is fundamental to our intelligence. Unconsciously, we process a massive amount of information, sensory data that our body picks up, including the brain. While this is unconscious, it still shapes our actions. Think of it this way. Your conscious mind can only focus on a tiny fraction of what's actually happening around you and within you. But your whole being, your body, your emotions, your deeper awareness is constantly taking in information, recognizing patterns, connecting dots. Intuition is your inner system's way of communicating what it knows. The inner voice comes to us primarily through sensation, through emotion, and through thought. It doesn't often come to us audibly, even though it can take that form. It's that feeling in your body when something feels right or wrong. It's a quiet knowing that emerges when you're still. It is the sudden clarity that arrives when you stop trying so hard to figure everything out. Now, I know some of you might be thinking, this sounds nice, but is it real? Can we actually trust this? And I want to honor that question because discernment is important. The beautiful thing is that science and intuition aren't enemies, they are partners. Research shows the catalyzing role intuition has for creativity, compassion, mental agility, and human genius. We actually need good intuition to reason well. And without intuition, there wouldn't be much innovation. Albert Einstein understood this deeply. He said that the intuitive mind is a sacred gift, and the rational mind is a faithful servant. But somehow, we've built a society that honors the servant and has forgotten the gift. When we combine knowledge and intuition, this is the greatest and most powerful force we have for change and intuition and creativity. Your intuition isn't asking you to abandon logic or evidence. It is asking you to include the wisdom that exists beyond what can be measured or explained. But how do you actually recognize intuition when it shows up? Sensing intuition is about picking up subtle clues in our environment that others might overlook. You might think of it as being in tune with the atmosphere around you. When you walk into a room and immediately feel like something's off. Maybe the air feels heavy or you sense tension without anyone saying a word. Carl Jung called feeling intuition an almost empathetic ability to sense what others are going through, even if no one's explicitly saying this. This is being able to tune into the emotional frequency of those around you. But intuition can also come as a quiet knowing, a gentle sense of rightness or alignment. It might arrive as a sudden clarity about a decision you've been wrestling with. It might feel like a soft yes in your body, or a gentle not yet that you cannot quite explain. Sometimes we get physical symptoms like hair standing on the back of our neck or goosebumps, and we share this with people around it and it feels really significant. But there is so much more beyond these obvious signs. The key is this: intuition tends to feel calm, even when it's guiding you towards something challenging. It doesn't scream or demand. It invites. It waits patiently for you to be ready to listen. Let me ask you something. Is it intuition telling you to stay in that job? Or is it fear? Is it your inner wisdom saying, not yet? Or is it self-doubt holding you back? If you've ever struggled to tell the difference, keep watching this video, because this brings us to one of the most important questions. How do we tell the difference between intuition and fear? Because here's what happens. Sometimes our intuition guides us toward growth, toward leaving a job that doesn't serve us, or speaking a truth that feels vulnerable, or trying something we've never done before. And when that happens, fear shows up too. And suddenly we're confused. Is this intuition telling me not to do this? Or is this just fear trying to keep me safe? Let me offer you some ways to distinguish between them. Fear tends to be loud, urgent, and contracted. It creates a sense of tightness in your body. Your chest might constrict, your breath becomes shallow. Fear often sounds like, you have to decide right now, or something terrible will happen if you do this, or you're not good enough for this. And intuition, even when it's guiding you towards something scary, tends to feel expansive. There might be nervousness, absolutely, but underneath it, there's a sense of whiteness, a quiet, yes, this is the way. Your breath might quicken with excitement, but it doesn't close off. There's an opening even in the fear. Fear often comes with a lot of mental chatter, anxious thoughts, spinning, worst case scenarios, playing out. Intuition tends to be simple and clear. It does not need to convince you with elaborate arguments. It just knows. Here's another key distinction. Fear is usually protecting you from a perceived threat to your identity or safety. If I do this, people will judge me. If I fail, it means I'm not worthy. Intuition is protecting your alignment with your true path. It is not concerned with your image or what others think. It is concerned with what's genuinely right for you. And here's something really important. Even if your inner voice is making a negative commentary, that's an indication it's trying to pull your attention toward an aspect of you that desperately needs attention. When you focus on these unhealed or unconscious aspects of yourself that the inner voice is trying to draw your attention to, and you work through those things, only then can the aspect of your inner voice that operates from complete clarity and empowerment actually speak to you. So the question isn't, is the voice positive or negative? It is, what is this voice trying to show me about myself? Growth discomfort is real. When you're expanding beyond your comfort zone, you will feel uncomfortable. But growth discomfort feels like stretching. It has energy and aliveness in it, even though it's scary. And fear-based discomfort feels like shutting down. It collapses your energy and makes you want to hide. Trust yourself to know the difference. Your body knows. Your deeper self knows. Now, I want to give you a simple practice you can use anytime to connect with your intuition. Find a comfortable position. You can close your eyes if that feels right, or keep them softly open. Step 1. Come inside. Take all of your attention off the external world and place it entirely in your internal world. Imagine that your skin separates an inner universe from this outer universe. You're going to take all of your attention and place it on the internal universe. Take a deep breath in and let it out slowly. In step 2, notice the sensations. Pay attention to the sensations that are happening in your internal universe. Be completely and unconditionally present with them. Observe them like you are a unique sensory experience. What do you notice in your body right now? Is there tightness anywhere? Warmth? Coolness? Just notice without judgment. In step 3, give it form. If the sensation you're experiencing in your body was a color, what would it be? If it was a texture, what would that texture be? Is this moving or still? If it was a shape, what would it be? If this sensation were an image, what would the image be? Let whatever comes, come. Don't force it, just witness. And step 4, listen. Now, mentally engage with this image, which is a translation of the sensation taking place within your internal world, as if the sensation itself is a separate being or thing that can talk to you about yourself, which is really talking to you about you, in your mind, or out loud if you're alone. Ask, what do you want me to know? And then listen. It doesn't matter whether you get the answers audibly or whether you just get them in a sense of knowing. However those answers come to you, this is the inner voice communicating with you. Stay with this for as long as it feels right. There's no rush, and you will intuitively know exactly how to have this conversation, how to respond to the image that has come to you, that is representing this internal truth. You will know what to ask as a result of the answers that you get from the inner voice. When you're ready, take a deep breath and gently return to your awareness to the room. And this is the practice you can return to again and again. If you're not sure what your inner voice is saying, be really patient with it. Give it time to completely, fully express itself to you, so that when you take actions as a result of listening to your inner voice, all of you can be in alignment with that movement. And for me, when I was doing this exercise the first time, my intuition looks like a little pink ball. It radiates a little soft light. And when I talk to her, she actually answers my questions very clearly without me knowing the reason, but I completely trust it. And I want you to remember, if you try this process and the inner voice doesn't talk to you or isn't communicating, be patient. Continue coming back, no matter how long it takes, no matter how many times you have to do it, until it begins to trust you enough to talk to you. Your intuition hasn't abandoned you. It has been waiting patiently for you to come back. You don't need special powers to access your intuition. You don't need to be more spiritual or more sensitive or more anything. You already have everything you need. Intuition is the most powerful thing within you. You were born with it, and it is your inner compass. It will guide you through good times and bad times. And when you do, you will find yourself making decisions that feel right in your bones. You will know the difference between fear trying to protect your ego and intuition guiding you toward your truth. You will feel more at home with yourself than you ever have before. And this is the path inward. This is the journey home. Thank you for being here. Thank you for listening, not just to me, but to yourself and your intuition for watching this video. And to help you with that, I have recorded a guided meditation that helps you do the exact exercise that we went through, so you can talk to your intuition when you're meditating, and you can check it out here. And subscribe for more guided meditation and videos like this to align within, so you can expand beyond what you thought possible. And I'll see you next time.